Here we go. We did this install a few months ago. Got it in. It shrunk a little bit on us. So once I start sanding, I'll do that. Sometimes the Doug fir comes in a little high in moisture. But I tested it before we started, and it was between 8 and 10, and that's what we want here. Or between 10 and 12. It's vertical grain, so in theory it should shrink up and down, not side to side. But if you get, like so I've got, I don't know if you can see there, I've got some, here we'll go around and fill them. I did have some wider ones here where the window came in. Got pretty hot. Again, I did my Dutchman. It was a 16th or bigger. So, hang on a sec. So I cut my strips. And then I've got 4 or 5 rows here that I went ahead and filled. And so after I sanded it, looks really good. There are pitch pockets here and there in this batch of wood. I could have cut them out, but it really made a lot of the longer ones short, and I didn't want to do that. So what I'll do is you want to make sure on your pitch pockets that you get them filled with a pretty good filler. That'll help minimize that pitch from causing our oil-based finish to not dry on top of those. So, yeah. So let's see. I got one here I filled. I don't know if you can see that one. Can you see that one right there? I filled that one. I'm going to fill it again. But got another one right here. Where's my knife? Take my knife here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, a little angle. I'll get those filled. Then we'll trowel fill everything after that. We'll go around and we'll get the cracks, majority of them. The downstairs material, we've had that for over a year. Oh, look at this one here. Yeah, I'll have to possibly Dutchman that one too. I didn't see that one yesterday. Yeah. So, anyways. But the ones that are going to be really visible, yeah, just where these windows came in, it really put some cracks in the floor. So, bummer. Again, the downstairs, we've had that material for well over a year. This job got started and then all of a sudden it totally changed. So, anyways. Yeah. So hopefully we won't have any more issues. If it does a little bit, it's not a big deal, but we'll get those majority of the cracks. Yeah, downstairs, again, we had that for a year. Downstairs is going to be a little bit different than upstairs. Just the way the heat and humidity moves through the house. So usually upstairs, our moisture content is a little less than downstairs. So I'm not surprised this happened a little bit. But we'll go ahead and fill her and go from there. Yeah. Anyways. scared me there. My safety got a little wiggled there. This one's a little bit loose. So. So I'm going to cut this at as you can see in the room here, I'm going to cut this probably a little less than a 45. If I do that, I've only got 60 grit on this machine. So, and that's the one probably big thing that most unexperienced floor guys or guys that just want to get it done, Doug fir will sand down really fast. So you can take this floor here and take 50 years off its life just by cutting it with 36. So on the edges too, we're going around with 80 grit. In there, a little bit faster, we use 60, but we're edges, we use 80 grit. Really no reason to use anything less than 60. If you go with the wood, it won't cut the overwood out as good. You have to go slower, but if you cross cut it, that 60 grit will do just fine. Again, the older Doug fir was tighter and a little more denser, so it didn't sand as easy. But this new stuff, once you put the sandpaper on it, it will hog it out. So. Now I'm going to flip it over, turn it around. Is that okay? Okay. So now that I've got these cut, my wedges, or Dutchmen as they're called, go upstairs and we'll find the cracks I need to fill. It's always good to keep these handy in the van. So, I got a bunch of red and white oak ones. They're easy to grab, easy to use, and a lot better than using filler on your wider cracks. That filler is just eventually going to pop out anyways. So, anyways, that's the best way to deal with it. Why they're called the Dutchmen, I don't know. So I'll get the glue here, I'll get a hammer, I'll get these pounded in and then cut out. What I like about using the Dutchman or the wedges is I don't have to wait for that thicker filler to dry, and there's no slumping. So I'm a little bummed. Oh, my wife brought by some donuts, so I'm a little bummed that this wood shrunk in the windows. Yeah, so I do notice that the Doug fir does come in at a higher moisture content than the red oak. It's always been like that. So everything came in about a 10. That's what our area calls for. Fully acclimated, your material here will range between 12 and 14% moisture content. So it's definitely on the higher side in the United States. So shrinking around here isn't typical. Our floors tend to want to cup, and especially with build times today, with everything is rush. You usually don't have the proper amount of time to acclimate a floor. So you got to be smart, and we like to get our materials in there even before all the wet trades are out so it can take on some moisture. Sometimes you do get in there a little soon and it will take on more moisture than it needs to, and then when it finally acclimates in about a year, you do get some shrinkage. We just finished a job where the whole house, or downstairs, you can tell that happened. So I hope I don't get any more shrinking upstairs. I think I've seen what's going to happen. So downstairs is a little different, and we didn't have the shrinking, but and that material is actually probably going to peg out at about 12% when it's fully acclimated. It was right at 10% when we put it in. So, and we've had that material that we installed downstairs, we've had it for over a year. So anyways, I'm going to look back to the video here and quit the voiceover. So Ah! You got a donut. It's going to go right there, bud. Where did I put? Oh, I guess we got this. All right. All right. How is that 60 paper? What?
I love it.
You like that red stuff, huh? It costs more, but
Yeah, but lasts longer.
yeah. Then the blue's a little bit cheaper, but I don't know. Anyways, I still like Regalite. Regalite's still all right. Yeah, I think we can get away with the palm sander on the steps. If we need to, we can wipe them down with water. If there's any dents in them, that'll pop the dent back out.
Okay.
The water will swell them. So if you see any dents,
Okay.
we pour water on it, okay? Little puddle.
Okay.
Just let it sit there.
Do you want me to do the stairs or corners or what do you want me to do?
No, just wherever you're at. Where are you at?
I'm done with. I got.
Go ahead and start palm sanding the treads. Yeah, yeah. I'm dealing with cracks.
We're gonna be.
That's okay. We'll just be real careful. I've been dealing with cracks where the sun's coming in the windows. Yeah. Yep. Okay. What happened to my trowel? That's what I'm looking for. I dropped it somewhere along my travels here. It's a mess back here. It's a mess. Damn it. What have we got in here? There's a couple cracks, but they're just variations in the width of the board. So, all right. Let's see if I put them over here. Nice summer day. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'm getting old, leaving stuff, forgetting where I put things, carrying stuff that I don't even know I'm carrying, picking stuff up and putting it somewhere else and I don't even know I did it. Yeah. Oh. I know I'm getting old. I've noticed stuff. Or just things are changing. I just noticed that. Definitely not as sharp as I used to be as far as recall. Yeah. Okay, so let's mix up some. Let me get my. I don't ever mix up anything on the floor, especially Doug first. Always just doing it this way. Let's see how this will work here. Palming. Ah, shoot. I need something. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Should have thought of that before I took it up there. Oh well, I guess at 56 it gives me the exercise. But you know what? What's the sucky part about it all is nothing at work really counts. Yep. Nothing at work, there we go, counts for exercise. It just doesn't. Doesn't work that way. It's kind of a bummer. You know? It just doesn't. You gotta work all day and then you gotta go work out. Do something. All this stuff I do all day, nothing. Nothing. Just put on the weight. Yeah. It's frustrating for a lot of us, I know. Yep. I'll do 10,000 steps at work. My wife's like, oh man, that's really great. But you know what? Doesn't count. Only thing that counts is if I go home and then do it at home. Yep. Frustrating. Shouldn't be that way. I'll figure this out just a little bit. A little bit of
water till I
make sure I don't need to be full. See here, there we go. That's about it. And we'll add some water to it. Okay. Ready. Like that. Right there. Like that. Alright. Just go a little more than that. Okay. Start the back side here. And I'll just use this on I'll use the dough on the bigger stuff. I don't need it. I quit buying it. I quit buying it like this. Yeah. They want $109. $109. Damn near as expensive as glue. Ridiculous. I'd really like to see what their cost actually went up. Yeah. I don't know. I got cost too, and I'm not the cheapest guy around either. I make enough. Oh, I smell mota. Somebody's burning before noon. Anyways, we live in Santa Cruz, so luckily I don't smoke that crap. I'd be fat. I'd be still on the couch, and I'd probably be playing video games. I don't even know that. I probably would have woke up, smoked it, and went back to bed. Yeah, so I was a bit of a night owl when I was younger. That's what I did. So anyways, but I worked. A working, functional addict. That's what I was. So I know how to work. Only now I work and apply that money to something else. I wasn't a thief or anything when I was out there. Although I will say this, I really took advantage and stole from my family. My parents, and my dad's passed away now, but you know, I made amends with him, and me and Mom, we're good. Yeah. So they're from the generation you just roll up your sleeves and you get back to work. So I'm pretty fortunate that I had that. But anyways, yeah, knew how to work. But I didn't steal or anything. But I stole from my family. It was easy. So, you steal their love and affection, and you use that to get money, and yeah. Every now and then I just look back and I kind of cringe. I do cringe at my behavior. I'm still working on it today. But back then I'd be so embarrassed. So embarrassed to be sober acting the way that I was acting between the ages of, I'm going to say, 14 to 27. Yeah, just friggin' embarrassed. Oh yeah. If I was on a TV show, I'd have to turn the channel. That's what I'd have to do, turn the channel. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Anyways, this isn't a self-help video. This is what I do in my daily life, and that is part of it. Yeah, so, unfortunately, you don't just wake up one day. As deep as I went into everything, you just don't wake up and it's gone. I live with it every day. I'll never change. I'll always be an addict. More's better. I just turn my direction to things that are less harmful to me and others. A good example is, you know what? Gosh, I love the flavor of that hot sauce, but it's super hot. But yet, you still eat it, knowing that it's going to just, after 5 minutes, you're going to be like hating life. And then after a few hours or 8 hours, you're even going to be hating life more. But you do it anyways. You do it anyways. So, that's how I live my life today. More is better, especially shopping. I'm learning not to buy the other one to get 50% off. I'm learning not to fall into that trap. Gosh, I have at least one package from Amazon weekly. Yeah. So, like I said, doesn't go away. It just remanifests itself. And luckily if it wasn't for Jesus Christ in my life, I don't know where I'd be. So I have a pretty cool story about how that came. Talk about answer to prayer. You know, my mom was a prayer warrior, and yeah. Anyways, when it came time, I knew where to go. Yeah, but definitely wasn't on my doing. All I did was I said one prayer one night. I was living in a cot or on a cot in a tool shed. Just like, well, about the size of that. It was an old Sears. You know those metal tool sheds. So all of them are falling apart today. I don't know if any are still standing. An old Sears tool shed. Had a workbench in there, lawnmower, all kinds of stuff. And I made a little cot and wrapped it with carpet. Had a sleeping bag, had an extension cord, and yeah. I had an extension cord and I was living life. Thought I was living large. Doing dope, drinking beer. Yeah, thought I was living large. Anyways, one night I was super lonely. Super lonely. And my life was kind of really falling apart like it had many times. But this time I was lonely and stuck. Just stuck. And I looked up, because we tend to look up when we think we're talking to God. Yeah, it's interesting why we do that. But anyways, I looked up, and from the bottom of my heart, or what I had left of my heart, I just asked for help. That was it. Didn't ask for anything else, or I didn't say I'll do this or I'll do that. I just looked up, and with everything I had left in my little heart, I asked him to help me. That was it. No drama, nothing. Just an empty soul asking for help. That was it. There was nothing else involved in it. And I can't say that I've ever felt like that before. Just that big old hole in your chest, really empty. And with holding nothing back. Holding nothing back. Just ask for help. Sorry, I don't know where I left off. I don't know where. But anyways, I was giving my testimony. I don't know how much of that you guys got. Anyways. Here we go. Let's do a little chocolate buttermilk. I like that. Whoop. Hang on. Sorry about that. brow. Here we go. Okay, let's get the cracks. Nail holes. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna get that. I gotta get the pitch pockets with the other filler. That's what you want. You want it to lift out of there a little bit. That'll let you know that you got the filler down as far as it's going to go. And what I do here is I'll lay it on there and I'll push like that. Just kind of like you do drywall mud. Same concept. I've got some new pants coming, same brand, but built-in knee pads again. I've had pants like that before. I didn't like the pants. Brosen or something? Yeah. The material would wear out. They were okay pants. I mean, that's what we had at the time. I imagine they've changed their material as well. These are my favorite. What I got here? True Work. Yeah. Yep. So I got the, obviously got the electric waistband, elastic. So it's not about size of your waist. So it's either large, small, extra large. So I told you back, we cut our trowels like that. I mean, you got great leverage to push down and get that filler down in the crack. Yeah. That filler's not in the crack. It's going to come right out when you're sanding. Or there'll just be a little bit left down in there and it's really not doing anything. And once you have your first seasonal swing, it'll pop out if it doesn't come out when you're vacuuming. So nothing's more frustrating than doing a lot of work and then it's all for nothing. So, and you know, this 90% of this will come out. So this is the way it is. But that's how it is. You know, I like Nick's Garage, it's a YouTube channel. He's got this thing that goes around your neck that holds the camera. So you just really hangs around your neck. I like that. I'm going to find that. I like that for some reason. Put that right there. This camera I got isn't very good with volume, guys. I don't know what the deal is. This ASCO. Oh, shoot. Ah. You know, there are certain things that I hate, and that's one of them. Luckily, that's not glue. But yeah, I hate the trowel and the bucket. Hate it. Frickin' hate it. Okay. Back in action. I wish they would do some more R&D with filler. I feel like not much has been done. I feel like slumping. We're always looking for that magical product. And there was only one magical product, and everybody's probably too young on this channel to remember the stuff called Goop-On. And I guess the recipe died with the guy. I don't know. But it was like magic, I swear to God. It's almost like you could put it on any floor, and when you coated it, now I'm exaggerating a little bit, but when you coated it, it seemed like it would actually, it didn't look like, I should put gloves on, but anyway, then I get crap everywhere. Touch something, especially glue. I don't wear gloves with glue because if you get it on your hand, you know not to touch something. Get it everywhere. Anyways, yep, Goop-On. I don't know what happened to it. But it was some magical stuff. Didn't look like the color of wood at all, but when you put it on, it did what it was supposed to do. Didn't slump, nothing.